coming up in this video, of course, I'm going to show you how this whole account started from $27. I think now sitting at $110. I'm gonna show you exactly that in this video. Stick around, and I'm also going to show you guys how to calculate your risk. That's the most important shandies. Right there, I've created a calculator for small accounts. This is for small accounts. Of course, there are certain things that you'll have to know before you actually use this calculator. Of course, you'll have to analyze, know your entry, know where your stop loss is gonna go. I mean, you can't trade without the stop loss. Who do you think you are? The market will humble you every day. Stop loss is mandatory, but we need to understand where to place the stop loss. I've already shared the 21 EMA strategy. Click up there in the pop-up banner to access that strategy here on YouTube. It's a 35 minutes video. So say maybe we have analyzed and we know where to put our stop loss and where to put our take profit. Let's say we more our take profit right here, and then we're trying to figure out, let's say the account is small, like this one, $27. We only want to take it with the smallest lot. Let's say we're trading VIX. This is how much we are going to be risking. Take with the smallest lot if your account is very small. I have listed all minimum lot sizes here. These are the smallest lot sizes for all synthetic indices here. Okay, so everything, the link will be down in the comment section for free. You don't have to pay anything. Let's dive straight into it. This is the $27 account. Of course, if we start right here, we need to first analyze with this $27 account. If we take 5 trades, we can risk $5 if we were to take 5 trades, right? And if we were to risk $5 in this case, we're most likely to take 5 trades before we actually run out of funds. Okay, so meaning that we'll have to refer back to the calculator. We'll have to use the calculator in order to get these 5 trades. Let's say we're trading with 0.001 on VIX 75. That's the minimum for the VIX 75, right? So you'll have to at least know what is the minimum for that asset. Come back to this particular page, check what the minimum for your asset is, calculate the stuff. I'm going to show you how to use the calculator in this video, and I'm going to show you live trades. Watch up until the end. So this means that if we are going to risk $5 and we only have $27, we could only take trades 5 times before we actually blow, and it means that we need to trade according to the strategy, guys. Very important. I've shared the 21 EMA strategy 35 minutes video. So if we're taking 0.001, we come here, of course we will have to dial all these entries, our entry price, if it's a sell or if it's a buy, we'll have to enter that, our take profit and our stop loss. We need all of this. All these parameters, they come from our analysis, but this part of us calculating the risk, that is risk management. This part of the calculator, it's risk management. They have nothing to do with your strategy and whatnot, and that's the reason why a lot of people are struggling and blowing account every day. This is very important. This calculator, I've tailored it for synthetic indices. So this, if we want to take with 0.20 assets, certain assets that have 0.20, like your boom, that's the minimum for those. You'll also have to analyze and get entry, SL and TP. Very important. Those comes from your analysis. So if we quickly maybe look at this particular chart, let's see if we can analyze. Maybe let's say here where there's this red line, we want to take a buy, right? We'll have to come back here and actually dial on the particular the calculator where we want to buy and where we want to sell and where the target is gonna be, so that we find out how much we'll be risking before we even click that buy or sell. Very important. So here on the chart, come back, if we want to buy this red line there on top, the first red line, this one, that's where we want to buy it, and the stop loss, of course, if we want to put it below on the below that pin bar. Remember the 21 EMA strategy that I've shared, I'm actually applying that, because a lot of people will say, at least show us with an example as to how we can actually take advantage of this particular shanties. All right, so here we need to figure out the risk first, but you need to first start by analyzing before you start punching in numbers. Once you know you are certain that this is what you're gonna do, you can come back here to the calculator. Of course, I've already dialed where that number is that you just saw on the screen. All right, and then what we'll have to do, of course, we'll also have to dial the take profit. All right, so the take profit, just look at the next support and resistance. That's what we're doing. Wanna trade structure, wanna trade on the zone. So if we paste the take profit right here, and then we go ahead and decide on the lot size. Let's say 0.001. This is fixed. This is the minimum because the account is too small. You don't want to go nuts. You will see fire if you go nuts. Right? This is how much we're gonna be risking. Not about that $5. And if you hit a target, this is how much we'll be making out of that particular trade. Okay, this $27. But what do? We need to take only one trade at a time. We cannot take 5 trades, because if we do that, chances are we're going to blow if something goes wrong. Don't rule out the fact that you're not always going to be correct. That is the problem with a lot of people. You have $27, respect it. Just take one trade, risk that $5, hold it, all right, manage it, move your stop loss to break even and all the chances. If you take maybe 2 of them, manage them nicely, okay, you will see there's a live trade example in this video where I'm actually doing that. So sharp, this is what we have. We do have this particular trade right here. We do have this particular setup. We cannot buy where it is, it's too far, but we would like to use a pending order at least, so that if it comes back to the red line, you see this particular, the first red line, the top one, if it comes back to that top of that pin bar that closed on top of the 21 EMA, that red candle, the previous red candle, not this one, this one where I'm pointing, the one that ended at this level. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to actually take a trade right here on this particular level. That's where actually the high of that candle is. Okay, and the stop loss will have to go down there. All these parameters, once we've decided, we need to put them on the calculator, and you've already seen how much this risk will be. But because it's a pending order, let's just go ahead and place a pending order for this particular one. We'll have to get these digits, place a pending order. Why a pending order? I don't always use a pending order, but I'm using a pending order in this particular case because now price is far above. I don't want to chase it, because if it's this far above where it is now, my stop loss is no longer gonna be $5. Do you understand? My stop loss is gonna be much bigger, and then when price starts coming down to where we're supposed to buy, you're gonna panic and start selling. So make sure that you stick to the plan. That is the hardest thing. That analyzing is easy. Anyone can analyze, anyone can draw lines and whatnot, but the hardest thing is to stick to the plan. So let's dial this, the stop loss. Let's move the stop loss right here, where we're going to place our stop, right? And again, this is a buy limit, because we want to buy at that particular price below where price is, but with a pending order obviously. And the lot size, as I've said, the lot size, we'll have to keep it at that shandies, okay, at the smallest, because the account is very tiny. It cannot handle a lot of pressure. So respect those tiny accounts. Don't go nuts because you've watched a video of someone doing it with like multiple trades or whatever. Respect your money. Have your relationship with money. So same shandies. Yeah, I think, yeah, then we can put our target right here. Okay, that's our target. So let me just show you here on this particular screen. You can see, if I maybe show you, these are the parameters. I'm simultaneously recording this on a PC and on a phone. So if I move this line, just to show you that the risk calculator is correct, if I start moving this line, let me just drag it up a little bit so that you see it. You can see that it says $5. So the calculator is correct. It's the same account, the live account, check there on top. It's the same dollars that we calculated on the that calculator previously. Okay, so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. You're not gonna panic when you hit the stop, as long as you are okay with how much you've calculated and the risk that you're actually taking. That is very, very, very important. Don't rule that out. Okay, strategy is one part, risk management, that's the most crucial part when you are actually trading. All right, so this, I'm just going to use the pending orders on this particular shandies right here, and we'll see how it actually goes. But price needs to come down a little bit, and this is just $27. We're not going to take multiple trades, so we need to respect that. And this is one thing that I'm going to emphasize, guys. Respect whatever account size that you have. Don't behave as if you have $10,000. If you have $10,000, then understand that this risk calculator is created in a way not to figure out the lot size. We're not figuring out the lot size. You come up with the lot size, you tell it which lot size to use. You cannot use this big lot size because look at the risk, and most of you don't know this. Look at how much you'll be risking. You find that you don't even have $50, but you use that lot size. And then binary.com or Deriv, they will allow you, because these things are cheap to trade. and they know that since they're cheap to trade, they're gonna blow because of that particular aggression right there. You can see that that is big for VIX 75 if we were to use that lot size. Can you see that? It will wipe you the ancestors and everyone if you are moving a tiny account. So this calculator, you give it a lot size, as opposed to the conventional position calculators where you're trying to figure out the lot size. Here you give it the lot size and you use the smallest lot size as highlighted. So that is what I'm trying to deliver to you guys, that at least try to use this. It's on the Vindi website. Simply check the link down in the description. Just click there and then put your parameters. Make sure that you familiarize yourself with the minimum lot sizes for each and every asset, so that you get the right shandies. You need to get the right risk. Test it over and over again. I'd advise you to also test it on a PC to see that you're getting the right shandies. Make sure that you use the minimum that is given on that specific asset, because VIX 75 is 0.001, but if you look at your boom and crash, they have a different minimum. Others, they have a minimum of 3. So you cannot use 3 on VIX 75. You're gonna see a ghost, you're gonna see the ancestors, you will see the 12 disciples. It will just be a mess everywhere. Do you understand? It will be a mess. It will be a mess. So let me just quickly maybe jump straight into showing you with some of the trades. Maybe the first trades I might have taken like weird tiny trades in between, but here's that's one trade right here running. And of course, if you look at it, the stop loss is already at break even. Yes, it was up there in profit. There are few trades that I took, that's why it's 31. It says $31 instead of that one which was 27. Right, so there's like few weird trades with stop losses at break even that were there. Okay, so that is why it's saying that. But trade management is very important. The stop loss is at break even, so this is a risk-free trade. Even if price was to sort of go back, it's not going to take money. It's just gonna stop us at 0.0. So that's another thing that you actually have to practice. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that. Let me know in the comment section. If you're still watching up to here, smash that like button. All right, so that's one trade. There are other trades that I'm going to show in between, minor trades. Some of them where the stop loss was hit but at break even. So you do this over and over again. You can see a bunch of pin bars on top of the 21 EMA. Before this big candle, there was that pin bar, red pin bar there on top. So that's to show you that the strategy, as long as you're getting it right, you're gonna get away with few pips. And make sure that you understand the risk management nicely. So that is one trade. Let's check another trade, or let's just check the next shandy. So these are those trades that I was telling you in between. You can see got stopped out, tiny there. So those ones were wrong. The first one wrong. However, there are two trades that I running now. That's an updated shandy. So you're looking at an updated. There are two more trades that are running. Look at where the stop loss is. The stop loss is still where it is. Everything was calculated. All right, everything was calculated. Let's look at an update after. Okay, so yes, after maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so, you can see that this particular shandies now have pushed nicely. So what can we do in this case? We do have money. We can see the equity is about 60 something, 63 somewhere there. If you look at that, it says 32 instead of the 31 that we had, and you will see there are like those minor trades in between. We can close one. Let's close one, at least to build the account. All right, we have closed that particular one, but we're not just going to close. Can we just close one and move the stop loss for this one to break even? So I'm just going to draw a horizontal line where I'm going to put the stop loss, then I'm going to hold this particular horizontal line. Even if you can put it at entry, it's fine. And I'm going to hold that particular line just to copy. I'm copying the number where the line is, so that is where the stop loss is going to be. So I'm copying this number right here, and then once I'm done, I'm going to edit this order. The stop loss, that's where I want the stop loss to go, exactly where the line is. I'm going to paste those parameters, and then I'm done. So where's the stop loss now? The stop loss have gone to exactly where I've drawn that line. Can you see that? If I move this line, can you see where the stop loss is? So what does this do? It says forget about the trade. We've already closed the other one. So if this one goes back sharp, okay, we've already moved from $27 to $40. That's how we do it. Basically do this over and over again. That's the shandies. Alright, sharp. Hey, what happened? Or you wanna, like, before I go, You can like. Do you want to comment? You can comment. Do you want to insult me? You can do it, Mchan. Oksalayo. Oksalayo. Let me not say it. I don't want to sound like those guys. Otherwise, sharp sharp.